Hi guys, welcome to the MERN Stack series of authentication. We will be seeing this login form here. Once I fill this email ID and password and click this login button, you have to enter to that particular page. So in the previous tutorial, we had seen how we have registered the form, and once we have clicked this registration form and the list of user had been registered and stored in this database right here. So let's look at the login in the back end. Go to that in index.js. I have been connected to the database. Here I have connected. So in our tutorial, we had seen how we can connect to the database. So once we have connected to the database, I have a app.use. In this, I have a API auth is a route. In this route user, you go to that particular route user. In this, I have a path called routes user. So we had seen how the register had worked, and now we will be seeing a login. So for that, I'm just copy paste and I have to change it to the login here. So here I have to make it to a login user. You can give any name right here, and also I have to include this login user right here. Login user. Once we have given this, go to this controller auth controller, and go to that auth controller. I have to write a logic for that login user. So here I'm just getting a request from the user, the client, which is email, and another one is a password. So this is a request dot body. So once we have get the user email and password, it check with the once I click, you go to this. Once I have enter the email and password and click this, it goes and check with the database whether I have entered a correct email ID. First, it will check the email ID. So for that, I have a white. So here I have a model called user, and I have a method called find one. So it check the email id. So I have to give a email right here. I have to store it in some constant here, so you can give any variable right here. So user. So if it is a not, my email id is not verified. So if it is not my email id, the user which I have getting the find one method will find the email id. So whatever the mail id I have typed in that form, it will check in the database right here. So if it is not my mail id, I have to send a response. So return. So in this return, I have to send a response. So here I have to status would be 401 and the j dot json, and here I have to write error. So here I have to write error. So in this I have to give authentication failed, try again. So I have to give it in a double quotes here. So once I have given this, so you have to remove this, and also I have to remove this curly bracket. So if my it will check the email id. If my email id is not correct, it return a status authentication not failed, try again. So also I have to check with the password. So for that I have a the db, you could see I have passed password is hashed. So have to give compare with what I have typed in the browser, that the requested from the password, it should match with this hashed password. So that I have a method called by bcrypt. So bcrypt, I have a method called compare. So I'm just comparing bcrypt dot compare method I have. In this have to compare whatever I have typed, that password is compared with the database password. In this database password, I have to access like user dot password. So it will, once it compare it, it will return a boolean, so it's a true or false. So I'm just store it in some variable password match. So if my password is not matched, so if whatever I have entered password is not matched, I have to return a response. So have to write a code for that, and here I have to write password match. So here you have to send authentication not matched. So once my email and password is verified, I have to set a token over there for that. So I'm just giving a constant token here. In this, I have a JWT. JWT in the sense JSON Web Token. So whenever we are sharing some information over the internet between the client and the server, it should not get altered, right? While sending to the client, it should be secure. For that, we have a signature. So it is a encryption, cryptographic algorithm they have used for encryption, so that no one can alter our tokens which we have sent to the send cookies over the browser. So for that, we have we are sending the user information right here. The user, the database, whatever the user login, for example the rom at gmail.com 123, that information is stored in the database. That information and sent with the token. So here I have a process dot env dot, so jwt secret, in which we can give any password over here. You have to give it in the .env file over there, over here, and also you have to give here. And once you give this comma, also the expire time we have to give expires in. So here I'm just giving 1 hour here. So once you give this, and once we have generated using the JWT token, so have to response in the form of cookie. It's stored in our browser. So cookies is a small storage. So the server will respond to the cookies to the client. So for that cookies, here I have a key value pair. Key, you can give any name. The value is this token what I have generated here. So this token I have to give, and also have to pass http only, so that this is for a secure purpose. It will, you have to give true here. So once you give this, and you have a dot json. In that json, I'm just giving a method. In this, I'm just passing the token and comma, the user what I have here. So everything is being correct, I think so. So once I save this, so this is a token generation. So in this, I have to give a database whatever I have stored, that user information with that jwt secret and expiry time I have to give. So this is a signature where the algorithm worked. This is a method. JWT is the JSON Web Token. This is generating some token. That token will be sent to that cookies. The server will send back to server is sent back to the client with the form of cookies that's stored in the form of HTTP only, so that no one could hack it. So here I'm just save it and go to the postman. I have a email and password in the request body. So you could see here, in the request dot body have get the client is requesting the email and password. So here you go and go to this particular URL http colon double slash localhost 5000 is my server port. So my route is API slash auth slash login. So have method used is post. So once I click this, have a email ID and password. I'm checking whether I have written a correct method or not. So here I'm checking here. It's executing. So I have to save this also. I'm just saving this. Yeah, I got the token and also have the user information. So I got this ID, the rom at gmail.com. So this, so you could see here in the API. So I got that particular token. I'm just, so in the cookies you could see here, uh, I have a token. This is a key. This is a value in which we have generated the token. Right here you can see this is a key, this is a value. So you could see in this, so value. So I'm just go to this and I'm just copy paste this right here. I'm just copy paste and go to the browser and and go to the website called jwt.io. Just go to there and it's not responding. So go to the jw.io. So here you have to click debugger and just pasting that token. So here, so here you can see. So have to go to this and just sending this. So I'm just saving once again. So it's not refreshed right now. It's refreshing. So it's not refreshed. So here, so once it's connected to the DB, we will check in the Postman. So this is a previous information which I had. So I'm just clicking this. So I got some error. So right here you can see have some error. The data and hash must be a string. So for that, so this is a integer. So have to convert this into string. So for that I have pass equal to password dot to string. So to string I have to convert. So this pass has to be set here, and once again I save here, save this. So once it's been saved, so I'm go and check in the API, so whether it is working fine or not. So once I save this and once it's connected to the database, we will check in the API. Also we have to save this right here whatever the changes I have made. I have to save this, and once it's been connected to the database, we will check. Yeah, it's connected to the database, and once again I send this. So I got some error. So the login user expires in is a number of seconds. So the 20 hours. So I have done mistake here. So here I have to give this. So I'm just save this once again. So once it's been connected to the database, we will check in the API. It's starting. So it's connected, and go to and send this again, and so again I got some error. So I'm just check. So here I have done. So here I have to give cookie, not cookies. So here I have to give cookie. So I'm just, so just again I'm sending this. So I got the token with the two information. So in which I'm copied this, and I paste it over in the browser. So here I'm just paste it over here. So here I'm just deleting this. So here I'm just pasting that token here. So you could see here, this is a three part. This part is for the header. The second part, the purple color is actually the user information payload. This one is actually the verify signature. Here I have an invalid signature. So here we have information about the user rom@gmail.com, the password, and the time, the creation time. So if I go to this and go go to that .env, I'm just copy this password, and over here I'm just paste it here, and I'm just paste it over here. So you could see the signature is verified. So once we have given a correct signature, that JWT secret, then only we have get the verified signature. So here we have the user information. This token is holding that information. So it's get server sent to the client. So the client will send back to the server for further request. So for that we have used this token. So go to the front end, and we will see how it works. So already have we had seen the registration. Here we will, I have a two input field. One is for email, another is for password. I have a login button over here. Here I have once I submit this, this has to execute. So here I have used the AXIOS post. So here have to give this URL right here. So just copy this and paste it over here. So I'm just requesting this URL. So I'm just requesting. So you just copy this. So here I'm just pasting over here. Copy. So I'm just requesting the server with the email ID and password, whatever I have typed. I get the response. The response I'm just consoling. So we will check how it works in the front end. So here I have a app.js. In this login, I have a login page. In this home, I have created a just simple welcome to the home page. And here, once I click the login button over here, here you can see, once I click this sign in, it goes to this login page will go here. So here, I have a once I got the response. So response dot request status text is okay. I navigate to the home page. Once I have registered the correct user and password, it's navigate to the home page. Welcome to the home page. If I not entered the correct email or password, it showing some alert. It's not registered to the service. It's navigate to the register page where I have given this slash. You can give, if it is a slash, it's go to the register page again. So if I have done any error, wrong value given in the email or password, so here I have navigate, I have used. So for that it goes to the another location. So for that I have used the use navigate method. So you have to import that use navigate. Also you have to give in the front end, go to the back end right here. And once you click this index.js, default we have with credential is false, so we have to make it true. So for that in the course we have to mention uh, this or origin. So for that in the course we have to give this. And once I save this, so once it's connected to the database, so this is the origin where the front end is localhost colon 3000 is running. So for that have credential we have to make it as true. So also in the front end we have to give axios dot default with credential is equal to true. So default we have a false credential, we have to make it true, we have to mention here. So here, once it's been connected to the database, we'll check in the front end. So let's connect it to, so go to the browser. And we will check here. So go to the React app. So here and just go to this. So it's loading. So it's still executing. So here I have a login page. I'm just inspect it so that you can response, we can able to see the in console. So here I'm just inspect this. So once it's been, yeah, it's connected to the database. So here I'm just type the username and password over here. So here I have a ROM. So here I have to type rom at gmail.com. Here I have to type a password 123456. Once I log in, So you could see I got into the home page. So you can see here. So So in the response, I have a request. In this request, I have a status text. If it is okay, that's why I have given here the response. I have a request. In this request, I have a status text equal to okay. I have to navigate to the home page. So so in the also we have to check in the application tab and go to the cookies, and you got the token of that particular user. So I'm just copy paste this and you will see the user information. So I'm just copy this and I'm just paste it over here. So you will see the same information right here, the rom at gmail.com, the password. Yes, you got the same information which we have entered. Just pasting this, you will be getting this. So I'm just refreshing it, you could see it again. So this is what the login information which we had. Which, so here I'm just refreshing it and you could see once again. So I'm just copy paste the URL with the tokens which we have, and once I have pasted, you could see the information of the user rom at gmail.com which I have entered here, and it's just pass it to this welcome page. So if you are not giving this the axios dot default dot with credential true, this browser does not hold the token which we have sent. So thank you.